So today's video is all about the eggshell plaintiff, or the eggshell skull, it's sometimes called, or the thin skull doctrine. And really it's all about pre-existing conditions, and that term seems to be a hot term nowadays with all the health insurance laws. Can health insurance companies deny coverage to someone with pre-existing conditions? Well, the issue comes up in personal injury cases as well. If someone has a pre-existing condition, whether it be a back injury or migraines, many other things, can a tortfeasor or a defendant who injures someone get out of liability because of exacerbation of a pre-existing condition? And the simple answer to that is no, and that's sort of the eggshell plaintiff. Tortfeasor takes a victim as they find them, even if they are more susceptible to injury. So the basic gist of the theory is defendant who causes injury to someone is fully liable for the damages, even if that victim has a pre-existing condition or is more susceptible to injury, so that the consequences are more severe than someone who wouldn't have this pre-existing condition or susceptibility. So as I said, defendant takes the victim as he finds the victim. And just to give a little context, for example, in a lot of rear-end car accidents, many people have back problems, whether it be a soft tissue injury, a bulging disc, a herniated disc, perhaps some disc degeneration that makes them more susceptible to suffering more than someone without those problems. That's a lot of times where the eggshell plaintiff comes into play. Get rear-ended, no doubt going to have some sort of back injury. If you have a pre-existing back injury and it gets exacerbated, or the injury is more severe than someone who doesn't have that back injury, well, the defendant is going to be liable for all the damages and all the medical treatment and pain and suffering that results as a result of that exacerbation of the back injury. And then the back injuries aren't the only example. I previously mentioned migraines. I've seen a few examples where someone gets in a car accident or gets injured somehow who has had migraines in the past, may have them under control, and the new car accident makes them worse, brings them back, they're not going away. Well, that's sort of where the eggshell plaintiff again comes into play. That exacerbation of the prior migraine problems, and the defendant's going to be liable for those. Another example I've seen is actually a woman who was pregnant and got rear-ended while she was pregnant, suffered a lower back injury, and it actually caused some pregnancy complications when it came to giving birth. It made it more painful, more difficult for her. So there's the argument there that the person who caused the damage, caused the injury, is liable for the damages related to those pregnancy complications. And then another one with probably more often with the senior citizens who have weaker bones, brittle bones, may be more susceptible to a broken bone. Again, defendant who causes injury is going to be liable for those damages for broken bones, even though someone who may not have the weaker bones wouldn't suffer those injuries. No doubt insurance companies are going to fight this. They're going to try to find a way to limit their liability. So it's important to talk to your attorney about your history, about prior injuries, so that your attorney can properly represent you, properly raise any issues, any injury exacerbations, to maximize the value of your case.